Good morning, this is TheBigJB, and it is the final morning thunder recorded from this parking garage. Today is my second to last day working for the technology company in Redmond, Washington, which I have avoided saying, obviously, because, hey, it could be anybody, you know, and you can infer your own things, infer your own meaning there. You could be right, you could be wrong, I won't say. So next to last day, and honestly, I'm not gonna lie, I had a good cry on the way to work today. It might sound girly to do that. I am not of the opinion that real men don't cry, or that it's inappropriate for a man to show emotion. I think that it is important for men to show emotion and be comfortable enough with themselves to be able to acknowledge how they're feeling, and to whether or not they choose to share it is fine. I don't really care. That's up to the individual. I don't mind sharing it. It doesn't mean that I cry at the drop of a hat. Doesn't mean that I lose my temper. It doesn't mean that I'm all kinds of emotional and up and down. I feel things, and that's the way that I am, and I don't have a problem feeling those things. And I think that our society has done a disservice to men in general by saying that they have to be strong. For a long time, we've said that men have to be strong and don't show emotions, and then we got upset, and society said, well, men need to be in touch with their feminine side, and then all the women said, well, geez, where are the real men? Well, you feminized them. You asked them to do things that were, tender and gentle, and that's not bad. But you also sometimes have to be a man and suck it up and do the right thing, which is, I totally agree with that. But when there's a situation like this, where I've had, I haven't shared the depth of the things that I have gone through from previous jobs here on Morning Thunder, and the very powerful things that have changed in me while working here over the last 3 years. And it has been astounding, and it has been world-changing. The events that transpired in 2008 with the end of one job when I was laid off, which was the happiest day in 2008. Well, there were probably some other really happy days, but it was a very good day because I had gone through some very, very painful things, and my previous employer, the management, ended up being just rubbish. It was very, very difficult time. So when I was laid off, that was really good. And I had been so battered, I would say, emotionally. And just to put it in context, the lady who took over my position left because of stress-related medical issues. So she was there, I don't know how long before she ended up having to leave because of stress-related medical issues. So that should give you an idea of just how fun that place was to work, as in not much by the time I left. When I started there, it was great. When I left, it was not any kind of fun at all. So just there were some things that I had taken to heart and probably didn't form good enough boundaries to, what kind of things to let in and what kind of things to pass off. And I think that I've talked about boundaries before, where sometimes you just gotta let things slide. You don't let them bug you. Some things, you let in and really take to heart. And I took a lot of things that happened to heart, and not appropriately so, but it really had me gun shy, if you're familiar with that term. Coming here to where I'm working now was such a powerful change. I had a manager who was tough but fair, but she was also very good at what she did, and she didn't make it difficult. She didn't say, well, you got to learn it on your own. She made sure that I was provided resources for things that I needed. If I had to ask a question, I could ask her. And there were some times where I had to, sort of reevaluate how I was responding to things. But in the long run, the last 3 years have been incredible, and I've really enjoyed my time here. And that was, it is changing, and I love the new job that I'm going to be working in. It's super cool. I love what I'm doing. I love the team. I love the people. But that doesn't mean that I'm not going to mourn for the passing of what I'm doing right now. So, you know what? I allowed myself to feel it this morning. And I think, like I've said before, when you're grieving, you just got to allow yourself to feel it. So I did it this morning. I feel a lot better. I have bringing in donuts for my team, which is cool because it's a thank you from my new manager for letting me split my time between the old and the new. So that's going to be really cool to hand out. And speaking of which, I better get inside before these things aren't as fresh anymore. So I hope everybody has an awesome day. I apologize for being away for so long. There will be some videos from the times that I was out, a couple days where I was able to film, but it's been pretty crazy. So I'll get those up as soon as I can. And then tomorrow will be my last one ever from this side of the lake. And Monday will begin a new journey afresh, in earnest, at the new place. And I'm toying around with some different ideas of what I could do instead of having to film in the lobby. I might film on my way while I'm walking. That ought to be interesting. We'll see how it goes. So thanks for watching, everybody. Thanks for subscribing. Appreciate all your patience. Have an awesome day. Follow me on Twitter at VoiceOfTheBigJB, although I've been really quiet on there. And I'll see everybody tomorrow. Bye.